Jake drives it high and deep right field. Stay fair. Farewell.
The New York Yankees select Spencer Jones, an outfielder from Vanderbilt University.
Why wouldn't you go to Spencer Jones?
Spencer Jones is a unique talent. It's time he gets called up to the big leagues.
11 homers, 41 runs batted in a AAA.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to MVP Baseball. And Mets fans, what in the actual world did we just watch in Colorado? Like, seriously, you are up late. You are trying to sweep the Rockies. And somehow, some way, you let the bases get loaded in the 8th inning. Craig Kimbrel gives up a grand slam to lose the game at Coors Field. Mets fans are in pain right now, and honestly, I don't even know what hurts more, the loss itself or the fact that the Yankees somehow found another giant athletic superstar in their farm system. Like Aaron Judge wasn't enough. Now they call it Spencer Jones, who literally looks like Aaron Judge's created player in MLB The Show. We got to talk about all of it. The Mets collapse, the Rockies grand slam controversy, Craig Kimbrel, Carlos Mendoza, and why Yankees fans might already have their next superstar. Let's get into it. First off, Mets fans, you cannot lose this ball game. You just can't. You're trying to build momentum. You're trying to survive this disaster of a season. And for the most part of this game, things actually looked okay. Christian Scott looked solid. Mets had a lead. You were this close to a sweep. And then the bullpen happened. Again. And this is the part that kills me. When the Rockies loaded the bases, I'm sitting there thinking, all right, worst case scenario. You probably give up a sac fly, maybe a single, maybe 2 runs. Fine, whatever. But no. Craig Kimbrel gives up a grand slam. And not just any grand slam, a controversial grand slam. One of those home runs where every Mets fan immediately started screaming, that's a foul ball. And honestly, watching it live, I thought it might have hooked foul too. Jake McCarthy hits this rocket down the line, and the thing starts curving. The umpire calls it fair, the Mets challenge it, replay reviews it, and the call stands. Game over, season depression continues. What makes it even worse is the Rocky player himself wasn't even sure. Jake McCarthy literally stood there watching the ball. He didn't even know if it was fair. He said after the game it looked fair at first, then started hooking. Even the Rockies were confused. That's how close this thing was. But once the call was fair in the field, kind of knew replay probably wasn't overturning it. There just wasn't a perfect angle. Mets fans know how replays work. If it's close, you're probably not getting the call, especially this year. The home run isn't even the biggest issue. The biggest issue is this. Why are the bases loaded in the first place? That's the real problem. Tie game bottom in the 8th at Coors Field against the Rockies. You know the environment. You know one swing changes the game. You cannot let traffic build up like that. And Craig Kimbrel, man, this is why baseball is brutal. Because before this game, he actually had been pitching decent. 7 scoreless outings and 8 appearances. Carlos Mendoza trusted him. The Mets bullpen was tired and it completely backfired. That's baseball. One pitch changes everything. Christian Scott actually gave him a chance. 4 2/3 innings, 1 run, 6 strikeouts, look composed. Now, honestly, I respected Mendoza taking him out. I know fans hate pulling starters early, but Scott's coming off a Tommy John surgery. You can't destroy the kid in May. The Mets are trying to protect him long term, so I get it. But once the bullpen came in, everything flipped again. Now, Mets fans are sitting there asking, how many more games like this can we take? Because every loss feels heavier right now, especially against teams you should beat. Now you go from potentially sweeping the Rockies to everybody panicking again. That's how fast baseball changes. But while Mets fans are suffering, Yankee fans are over there acting like life is perfect because somehow the Yankees called up another monster prospect, Spencer Jones. And this dude looks insane. Like seriously, the Yankees created another 6'7" athletic freak. How is that even fair? Aaron Judge wasn't enough. Now here's another one. Spencer Jones is basically a video game character. 6'7", 240 pounds, left-handed power, athletic, can run, can play the outfield, and the dude absolutely destroys baseballs. We're talking ridiculous power. The numbers in AAA are crazy. 11 home runs, 41 RBIs, almost a 600 slugging percentage, and apparently the Yankees clubhouse really likes him already. Cody Bellinger called him a freak athlete. And honestly, that's the perfect description, because when you watch this guy, the first thing you notice is how easy the power looks. Balls just explode off his bat. But here's the interesting part. This prospect is super polarizing, but yes, the upside is ridiculous. But the strikeouts are scary, like really scary. This dude swings and misses a lot. He strikes out over 30% of the time. And against lefties, it gets ugly. But here's the thing. If the Yankees can help him adjust just enough, the ceiling is ridiculous. Because physically, there are not many humans built like this. And the timing is perfect for the Yankees because Jason Dominguez gets hurt. Giancarlo Stanton is already hurt. So now Spencer Jones gets real opportunity. Not just a quick call-up, actual playing time, actual at-bats, and Yankee fans are already dreaming. Because imagine this lineup long-term. Aaron Judge, Ben Rice, Spencer Jones. Good luck pitching to that. That's nightmares fuel. I will say this. Spencer Jones is one of those prospects where the range of outcomes is huge. He could be an all-star, or the strikeouts could completely overwhelm him. There's really no middle ground. That's what makes this call-up fascinating, because baseball fans really like power. But Major League pitching exposes holes fast, especially in New York. And honestly, this is why baseball is amazing. One day, Mets fans are screaming at replay reviews and bullpen breakdowns. The next day, Yankee fans are convincing themselves they just found the next Aaron Judge. Baseball changes overnight. That's why we watch this sport. But Mets fans, I gotta ask you this. How worried are you right now? Because losses like this are brutal mentally, especially when you're already struggling. You were that close to a sweep, and instead you leave Colorado feeling miserable again. That grand slam felt like a punch to the face. Yankees fans, do you actually believe Spencer Jones is going to be a superstar? Or are we getting overhyped because he's tall and hits baseballs into orbit? Because I'm telling you right now, the upside is real, but the swing and miss concerns are real too. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to MVP Baseball, and drop your reactions below. I see you guys on the next one.